Hello everyone, April Starks here with April Starks Beauty and welcome to my channel. I am super excited to do my second all-time YouTube video. So if you guys are new here, make sure you're hitting that like and subscribe and hit that little bell so you get notified when I upload a new video. I'm going to get right into it. I am going to be doing my Farmasi face alongside with the KKW Beauty Palette. This is the classic beauty palette. So we're going to be using that today. I'm going to go ahead and use my Aloe cream and get this on my face to give some added moisture before I start the makeup process. And I just put a little bit all over. And everything that I use will be linked below. So that way, if you have any questions about anything I used, you can be sure to let me know. All right, so I've got my Aloe cream on. This is absolutely amazing. Just gives such added moisture to my face. And now I'm going to use the BFFS Pro Camera Ready Primer in Strobe. And this is a cream-based illuminating primer. It is the bomb, y'all. I am in love with this primer. I have used quite a bit of primers from other big-name companies, and I just was not impressed. Like, I could really just do without it. This, I cannot. So I will tell you, it fills in all your little fine lines and wrinkles. And when you're my age, big old 49, you need every little bit of added help that you can get. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and get started on eyes. So what I'm going to use is my eyeshadow primer. This has been compared by a lot of people to the MAC Paint Pot primer. I never used the MAC Paint Pot primer, so for me, I always used Urban Decay, or I just used a concealer in the past. So this is like amazing, and you can see the difference between the two eyes. Like, I have discolored eyelids to where this eye is a nice smooth even canvas, which is what you want when you're doing eyeshadows, especially with any color, because it will totally make your eyeshadow pop. All right, so we've got it on both eyes, and we are good to go. Now, the shade that I'm going to use to start off with is going to be this shade right here. I wish I could tell you I had the names memorized. I do not. And we're going to use this as the transition. So I'm just going in super light and adding that right in there. And then I'm zigzagging down the eyelid. So I'm basically just putting it all over my lid, but it's going to serve as my transition. Alright, so now I'm going to go in and I'm going to pull this color right here. I have a lot of fallout with this palette. I will say that. I'm not a big fan of palettes that have a ton of fallout, but I do like the colors of this palette. And if you notice, I'm holding my brush. The further back you hold your brush, the lighter it is that you're putting it on. So, you know, when I'm working just in transitions, which is what I'm doing here, I just want to work real light. Let's see. And just working a windshield wiper motion, going back and forth. Tell you, for a woman my age, like, I can watch YouTube videos and I feel like that sometimes they just assume that you know what you're doing and you're watching and you're trying to pick up on the little things that they do, which is why I like to give a little bit of detail in what I'm doing. All right, let's get this brush. And we're going to go in and we're going to pull out this pink right there. And we're going to put that right here in this corner. So I'm just working right in the corner and then bringing it up. Now this eye's a little bit more hooded than my other eye. Comes with age. I don't think they were ever like that. I don't remember them ever being like that. But they are now. So if you see me tugging, that's what I'm doing. So I want to make sure that both eyes are even, Steven. It's like I just have to tug right here. Isn't that fun? If I could just keep it like that, I'd be good. All right, I'm just working this right in this corner, and I'm going in a circular motion, and then what's left, I'm just taking up and blending it into that brown that I had already laid down. That's all I'm doing. Again, we're going to work that in a circular motion, same thing, and then bring it up into that brown. So we can add a little bit of color in there. And what I love about this is it's totally buildable. So then if I feel like, I need it to be just a little bit darker, I can just go right back in and add that in there. Which is what I'm doing. So now I'm going to take what I had that brown on. I'm not adding anything else, but I'm just going to go in and make sure that that's blended. And I think that's probably the most tedious part of doing shadow is the blending, because you don't want any harsh lines. So you just want to make sure you're nice and blended. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my light ivory liquid concealer, and we're just going to put a couple dots right here just to brighten that up, and I'm going to open my eye. And that is where I'm going to work my concealer too. I'm going to take it right up to that. Just to brighten that eyelid back up. See how this one really transferred? So that's where I want to go up to. And you want to make sure you're even on both eyes. I like this one's, let's go over just a little further. Take it right into that corner. Okay. All right. So now we're going to pull this right here, this metallic. And we're just going to lay that down right in there. I'm just going to lay that right in there where I placed that concealer. Bring it right into that corner, y'all. And remember, this one's hooded, so I definitely want to make sure that they are looking the same. And I feel like this one has a little bit more of a peak to it, but I can go in and fix that. And that's the challenge to having like a little bit more of a hooded eye on one eye than the other, because I just want to make sure they're even. Okay, so now what I typically do, and this is just my process, is I like to stop right there. And then I go ahead and I put in my Soft Orange Liquid Concealer by Farmasi. And I go ahead and take care of these dark areas that I've got going on. So that way, while I'm doing the rest of my eyes, this can be setting. And I like to take it in just a little bit right in here because I get a little dark right there. So we want to cancel out any darkness. Because I have super long nails, I use a concealer brush. And I'm just tapping that right through there and blending it out. Now we can move on to eyes, because I don't finish my actual eyeshadow until my eyes are done. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my pomade, and these are 2 shades by Farmasi. I use brown and dark brown. The majority of people would not need to use 2 shades. I do, for the simple fact that my hair is naturally dark. And so my brows, I don't want them quite blonde, but I don't want them so dark. So what I do is I combine the 2 shades. And that's just what works for me. And like I said, not everybody would have to do this. And so now I'm just going to go in and trace out my brow. And it's like crazy how many people skip brows. I have just been astonished ever since I became a beauty influencer for Farmasi and just working with customers. It's like crazy how many people like do not do their brows. And I'm like, that's like one of the most important, for me anyways, important parts of the makeup process. I feel like it gives your eyes so much lift. It's like an instant facelift for sure. And to skip it is just like crazy. So So basically when I'm tracing out my brow, I'm just hitting right outside, literally right outside my brow, my natural brow line. And then I just go upwards in the front, feathering it up. I do not trace it all the way down because I don't want my brows to look boxy. It's another thing that just like drives me nuts. Okay, so now, real quick and fast, we're gonna go in with our brow powders. And again, I use 2 different shades to get the effect that I want. I started out using just one of them and it just was a little too light for me, and that's where I brought in the darker one. And when I mix the 2, I get a really good coloring. And I always tell people, trust the process. You know, like when you're doing your brows and stuff, you may start to think, wow, you know, is this gonna turn out okay? And trust me, it does. This brow doesn't have as much hair as the other brow, so I want to make sure it's even. Let's make sure it's even. And usually when I'm laying down the powder, I start off like, I lay it right in the middle first. Because the first place that you lay it is where it's going to be the darkest. And so I always put it down in the middle first. And then you can take your spoolie, blend it out, so that way you don't have any harsh lines. I know sometimes you're thinking, man, she's really tugging at them eyes. I've been tugging at them since the 80s, y'all. So I figure, why stop now? I know a lot of people say, don't tug at your eyes. I totally tug. Not, I mean, it's not like an extreme tug. It's moderate tug. It's just they've gotten so wrinkly. Alright, now I think we're right where we want to be. Alright, so let's go ahead and put the clear brow mascara. This is a clear brow gel. Just setting these brows in place, right where I want them. All right, now I'm going to take my light ivory and we're going to highlight the brow. And it also cleans them up, so if you get anything outside of that brow area, it'll totally clean that up. once my brows are done, then I can go back and I can reassess my eyes. I don't know what it is about that, guys. I just have this thing about doing it. So just bear with me. Okay, so I'm going to go in and I'm going to take this darker pink, burgundy, whatever color that may be. Because I didn't bother learning the names of this the names of this palette. Okay, and I'm just going in and I'm doing like a little V right on the outer corner with this shade. Because I just want to give depth right in here. And I want to keep it to the outer corner. So I'm using a detail brush to do this. And then I'm just swooping it over. Go back over here. And we're going to go back in and get some of that lighter and kind of just blend. And I know not everybody's process is going to be the same. This is just what works for me. So and we don't want a real stark, harsh line right there. So I'm just kind of like blurring that. Because that's the worst. You do not want that. No, no, no. And so I can also take the brush that I put that highlight on the bottom, or that lighter color, and just kind of swish it back and forth right where the harsh line is. And that also takes care of it. And this is the brush that I used to begin with. I'm not adding anything else to it. I'm just blending. And sometimes you might find yourself just like blending. And that's what I do. Like I'll look at it, then I'll come back to it. Then I'll look at it again, then I'll come back to it. So, okay, so what I'm going to use is BFFS Pro. This is our camera ready foundation. It is absolutely amazing. It totally makes my skin super flawless. And wait till you see the coverage, y'all. I mean, it's amazing. So what I'm using is my stippling brush, and I'm just spreading this out. That's all I'm doing at this point. Just putting it on and spreading it out. And then I added, that's in Shadow 1, and then I just added a little bit of the 00, which is a little bit of a shade lighter. So I'm just combining the two. All right, now I'm going to use my buffer brush, and we're going to get this all blended. Super flawless. And this foundation, guys, I'm telling you, it is just the best. It really just leaves your skin with this flawless finish. It's got photo filter technology in it, so no flashback. You will take the best selfies ever. All right, guys. Okay, so we're good. We are good. We are good. So I'm going to go ahead and contour. Then I don't finish my eyes until last. Like, I do them, then I hop over to foundation, contour, blush, and then I go back to the eyes. I know, I'm weird, but it's my process. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to use my cream contour stick. This is also Farmasi. Love this contour stick. Y'all, it is like the best. Then I put it right underneath it here because I really want to give myself a nice sharp jawline. I'm giving myself cheeks by doing the contour here. I kind of want to hide that. Let's give a little bit of a pout there, and let's thin out this nose. All right, let's see what we got going here. And you're just going to blend outward. You're blending outward into your hairline. Don't go inwards. And then I pinch my brush and you work down and up. You don't want to drag too far down. You want to really stay about 2 fingers back from the corner of your mouth. So, and if you're using a powder, typically the rule of thumb is like to go in the motion of a 3, so you can bring it down here and then bring it down. And then you'll notice that's where my placement is. You just want to make sure you're really blended out. Nice and blended. I got a little bit of stuff on my earrings. Got a little bit of foundation on my earrings. Oh, yeah, it's what I get for wearing white earrings. I'm going to have to switch out my earrings now. I am. Let's get that blended. Make sure that we're really blended right there. And now we can work down the nose. You just want to make sure that you are really blended, especially on the nose area. So if you're going to take this step, make sure you're blended. Okay, so now I'm going to use my light ivory, and we're going to go in, take a line right down the nose, put a little bit here. So anywhere that I want to brighten is where I'm going to put my light ivory. Brightening by using one shade lighter than my foundation. I don't go crazy with it under my eyes. I know a lot of the younger girls do. For me, I don't feel like it's as flattering. So the older I get, I don't feel like it's as flattering. So I don't go crazy with it under there. I just want to brighten it up some. All right, so you're blending outward into your contour. So, and I've got my straight line down the middle. If you don't keep it straight, you can totally look like you have a crooked nose. So you don't want to do that. And I'll put a little bit right there. And now I'm going to go under the eyes. And I just pat through here. Your eyes, right underneath your eyes is so delicate. And so I just go in and I pat. And then as I bring it out into that contour is where I'll feather it. Because you don't want a harsh line. See how that just brightened that back up? And it takes off years by doing this, y'all. Now, if you guys want to hop on with me live, my Facebook is at April Starks Beauty. So it's right here below me. And so I go live pretty much every day on my Facebook page. And I'll be posting a video to my YouTube every Friday. Okay, so now let's do some blush. I think we're going to go with Rose Jam. It's one of my favorites. So we're going to go in with Rose Jam. Perfect color. There. And now I'm looking at the eyes one last time. Do I need any blending? Do I need to add any color anywhere? So this is where I do like my last and final for the upper eyelid. So I just want to make sure that I'm nice and blended. This is that detail brush. I'm not adding anything else to it. I'm just going in and using what's left on the brush and just kind of blending that. Okay. Now, where is my Sigma brush? There it is. So this is my Sigma E06 brush. This brush is fabulous, y'all. I'm just going through and making sure that I don't have anything on it. perfect. Look at that. It's the E06. I love this. And now I'm going to use our gel liner. Take off any excess on there. And I'm just going to do a very small flick. And so what I'm going to do to judge where I want to put my flick is I'm going to go and mark it right there. I need, now see, I got a little bit underneath, but that's okay. I'll take care of that. I need these little tricks to ensure that they're even. Because sometimes I've been known to not have them even. There we go. And this is something that I just started doing. I don't think you're ever too old to learn how to do this, but it totally makes all the difference in the world. I think we're good. Make sure I can see where I'm going. Yes, yes. And now I just want to take it and keep it as close against, I already did that side, close against my lash line as possible. Just to darken that up. Yes, 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 yes. Except for that one little place right there, which we're going to get it. We're going to get it. Don't worry. And I just get my Q-tip. And anything that's on my hands off. That's the other thing too. Like when I said something about YouTube videos, you know, I feel like I never see them make any mistakes. And I know they edit them out, which makes for a great video, but it kind of doesn't tell me what I need to do if I make a mistake. So I like to be able to show that kind of stuff. And basically all I'm using is a little bit of Vaseline, and I have the pointy tip Q-tips, and that's what I clean it up with. I have super sensitive eyes, and so I don't want to paint anything real harsh right in there. So yeah, there we go. Fixed. All right, I'm going to get another makeup wipe. This is our Farmasi Scentsy wipes. Great for all skin types, no alcohol. Definitely want to make sure that you take off any foundation that's on the lips, because it will totally discolor Okay, so now I'm going to use my Zen Mascara, and I'm just going to do one coat on the eyes, because I'm going to put on lashes. And so I just want to give one nice little coat, just so it will blend into my natural lashes. That's all I'm doing. And then I'll work on the bottom lashes. And that's what I said, my processes are not like everybody else's, I'm sure. And everybody has their way of doing things. And that's totally okay. You know? I mean, it's kind of how I look at it anyways. Alright, we'll come back to that. We're going to get our lashes on. Well, as soon as I find... So these are Remy lashes by Ardell. And I just got them. They're the 775. And they're so pretty. I love them. I love them. But I love lashes. So, I love putting on lashes. Took me forever to learn how to do them. I used to make my daughter put them on for me. And not anymore. I can do them myself now. I had to learn that the trick to putting on lashes is to wait until the glue is tacky. Right? Alright, and now I gotta decide what lip color I want to use. There's just so many to choose from. I think I'm going to use 203. Let's do 203 while I'm waiting for these to get tacky. Yeah, I think that's the color I want to go with. Alright, let's get these lashes on this eye. Pretty. Aren't these lashes gorgeous, y'all? I love them. So now I'm just smashing them together, meshing them with my natural lash. Love them. All right, let's get the other ones, the glue on those. I'm gonna have to order me more glue. That's what it looks like. I'm getting low. Getting low on the glue. And then we can go ahead and finish outlining this lip. I'm doing a slight overdraw. Nothing too overly dramatic, but I do like to do just a slight overdraw. So that's what we're going to do. And if you do it just slightly, it's gives you that plumpness. Without like looking like you drew them on. Okay, let me get this on. Yay! Now we just have to do bottom lashes and lips. I don't even know what color lip I'm going to use. Because I don't always plan these things out. Sometimes I do. Like I'll have an idea of what I'm wanting to use, but I think I'm going to go with Love Secret. So we're going to use Love Secret. Totally going to use it. And this is our liquid matte lipstick. And it will last 8 to 10 hours, depending on how much you eat and drink. It is amazing. Okay, guys, I think we're good. I think we're good. Now we just have to do the under eye. And we can call it. So I'm going to go in with that detail brush again, and I'm going to grab this color here. And I'm just going to hit right in this corner underneath and bringing it down. Just in a little swooping motion, really lightly. and then taking it in to the eye, to the center of the eye. Same thing over here. And then I'm going to take the other brush and put it into that lighter pink. And then we're going to take this shimmer. It's like a highlight to me. It's what it reminds me of. We go back into that corner and then bring it down. It just brightens up the inside of the eye. This is what I want to do. And so now I'm going to take our 3-in-1 highlight and just tap, tap, tap right in here. Blend that out. Put a little bit right on the tip of the nose. And a little bit of Time Locker setting spray, which I'm almost out of. And this is the look. So I used the Kim Kardashian Classic Palette and Full Face Farmasi. And so if you guys have any questions about anything I used, feel free to leave me a comment. I will definitely get back to you. Again, if you're new to my channel, hit that subscribe button and the little bell to get notified when I upload videos. I thank you so much for checking out my video, and you guys have a great one. Thanks. Bye.